Thomas Alva Edison, a man with over 1,000 patents to his name, was born on a cold and snowy night on February 11th, 1847, in Milan, Ohio. His parents, Nancy and Samuel, named him Thomas after his great uncle. The funny thing is, his family did not call him Thomas, or Tom, or even Tommy. In fact, they called him Al.
Little Al, always a scientist, always wanted to do experiments and find out more about the world. When Al was 7, the Edison family migrated to Michigan. The Edisons had only been there a short time when Thomas contracted scarlet
Al
fever.
was 12 when he got a job on the Grand Trunk Railroad. He was a newsboy on the train. He bought a printing press and started a weekly paper called the Grand Trunk Herald.
The first invention he made that he thought he could sell was the electronic voting machine. This was Tom's first patent. Tom tried to sell his voting machine to the state and even U.S. Congress, but they both preferred the longer voting style.
To expand over the telephone that was recently invented, Tom invented the phonograph. Tom was only 30 when he invented the phonograph, and he was nicknamed the Wizard of Menlo Park.
Eventually getting enough money from his job, he developed many machines such as the Universal Stock Printer, which he sold to the Western Union for $30,000. With the money, Tom founded his own company in Newark for his telegraph works. He met a woman named Mary Stillwell, who was 16 years old, and they got married 3 months later on Christmas Day.
Tom worked endlessly to create an amazing light bulb. In November of 1879, he finally did it. In 1928, the U.S. Congress gave him a special medal for his lifetime achievements. During the last 15 years of his life, he went on trips with Henry Ford, Harvey Firestone, and naturalist John Burroughs. They were his best friends throughout his life. Unfortunately, during the last few years of his life, he suffered from numerous ailments and collapsed in 1931 at Glenmont. He died on October 18, 1931. In honor of Thomas Edison's death, President Hoover requested that all Americans turn off their lights at 10 p.m. For 1 minute, in the entire USA, there was darkness in honor of the man who lit up the world, Thomas Alva Edison.
The end.
Who was Thomas Edison when not in the factory?
Thomas Edison was a family man and a father of 6 children. Although he spent many hours working, he still made sure to check on his household members. He fondly nicknamed his first 2 children Dot and Dash. Although he was interested in engineering, he also made time for family and was a very happy family man. What were some of Thomas Edison's proudest moments?
Some of Thomas Edison's proudest moments include when he stumbled on the phonograph during one of his invention sessions, which was one of his proudest inventions.
Oh, really?
Edison also created the world's first invention factory. His partners and him invented, built, and shipped the products they were working on, all in the same place. This never-before-seen way to do business revolutionized the industry. Many businesses have recreated the design of the invention factory.
Oh, that is interesting. Some of Thomas Edison's innovations were the telegraph, the telephone, the car battery, the microphone, and the light bulb.
What types of values did Thomas Edison have?
Edison loved inventing, so he never slept much, usually around 4 to 5 hours. He didn't think anyone needed much sleep. He once said that anyone could learn to go without sleep. Thomas Edison disliked conversing with reporters, as he believed the time spent doing it could be used in doing more important things, such as inventing. Thomas Edison said that he had listened to many thousands of recordings. He especially liked music by Verdi, Beethoven, and Brahms, and he also enjoyed popular music.
How would Thomas Edison be perceived if he were part of the society today?
Thomas Edison would be perceived as a very successful person, as well as an intelligent inventor. He would be very influential and a legendary public figure, such as Bill Gates, or even Mark Zuckerberg. He would be regarded as a big scientific person and included in many science conferences, such as TED, and would be a very important person in the Time magazine.